Michael, having you here tonight reminded me of the last time we actually hung out for an extended period of time.
I don't like where this is
Which
going.
was at a strip club.
Okay.
That's where this is going.
That was a long time
That was
ago.
a long time ago. We're fucking busy. We're working in 2 different offices.
Nah, you just suck.
Yeah.
Brandon
Strip club.
Brandon just got on my microphone and said no.
Yep. Oh, it's happening. No, it's happening.
Brandon was
It's
there
happening.
too, by the way.
Man.
But keep
Brandon was
going.
there. Okay, so one of the last times I went downtown.
It was Seb's going away.
It was Seb's
night.
going. Okay, so
Seb
during season
and
9,
animator.
Monty and Seb handled a shitload of the animation.
Where is this story going? Okay, go
Someplace
ahead.
great. Okay, so it's going to a strip club.
Yeah.
So so we had taken Seb downtown. It was myself. I think Chris was there. Brandon, you, a bunch of other people. We all went downtown. We all had a really good time. And then at one point in the night, everyone was like, well, I guess that's that. And I think it was Brandon that was like, no.
It was like 1 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
downtown.
Brandon was like, we can't end this party. We got to go do something else. And someone threw out the idea of a strip club. I've never been to a strip club before, and I had no idea.
Mind-boggling to me.
It was. I was not ready. I don't like strip clubs. I've been to 2 strip clubs. I never want to go back to a strip club.
What do you mean?
You don't like them? Why didn't you like them?
I didn't like
He
strip
was
clubs.
really awkward.
Don't derail him.
Here's
Here's
Sorry.
why.
Sorry.
Here's
Dude,
why.
no, keep going,
Here's
keep
why I don't
going.
like strip clubs. You go in. I don't. Strip clubs to me don't make sense. It's like, hey, do you want blue balls? Awesome. Come pay money to have us tease you, and then you can leave. Really sad.
The Bernie once said probably the best thing I ever thought about strip clubs, which is like, when I'm hungry, I don't want to look at pictures of food.
Yeah, exactly. Like that makes perfect sense.
I don't want to pay to not have sex.
Exactly.
I can do that all the time for free.
They don't make any sense to me. So
Dude, it's a good show.
So we were there, and I'm just trying to have a conversation with you, and I feel like I can't look at anybody but who I'm talking to,
Yeah,
because if I make
happened.
eye contact with any of the girls there, it's me like, I'm gonna come dance on this guy, and I just want to be like, no, don't. I just smiled because I want to be polite. Please don't. I don't know how to tell you. And it's just, I don't know. It makes me really uncomfortable. So Brandon picked up on that real quick. And I was having a conversation with you, and all of a sudden I felt my chair getting.
Because you were sitting in a chair that had wheels.
Yeah, I was sitting. Well, all the chairs had wheels, and I'm sitting at the table, and all of a sudden the table,
was like,
the table's getting farther away. Like, oh, where am I going? And I look as I'm turning around, I see like Brandon's just in tears, laughing. Chris is snickering. I'm like, oh no, they didn't. And I turn around and I see the stripper. Now, everybody at home and everybody here, I want you to imagine a stripper. I don't know her name, but imagine a stripper with the name Dark Chocolate.
That's exactly what Brandon said. Her name was Dark Chocolate.
Was her name really Dark Chocolate?
that's what he
Okay,
said.
imagine a
It actually
stripper.
was.
Imagine a stripper named Dark Chocolate. Make her 3 times as big. That was this stripper. Okay, they're all laughing. Apparently, she was really expensive. I don't believe that one bit.
It's absolutely true. I
So-
remember that.
Twice as much.
It was more.
I'm getting a side-by-side play-by-play story here, and I'm told it was twice as much.
He is absolutely telling the truth. It was.
Okay.
It was more because she had a special talent.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sitting in the chair. I don't want to be here. I'm like just dripping sweat, but I don't know how to, like, whenever I'm in an awkward situation, I just laugh. That's how I
Laughs
deal with nervously. So she leans forward and she says the words, "I'ma smother you in my titties." And I burst out laughing. I just started laughing uncontrollably, and the next thing I know, it was and I couldn't. I'm suffocating in her titties, and I'm laughing my ass off.
There was that,
And then oh wait, what was all I remember?
the other
was
thing
this.
was she absolutely had a booty technique. Dude, it was
I
all
think
like
I
it was
repressed
all like she bent over and did the thing where it's
I
like
think
how
I
does someone
repressed
do
that,
that?
but no.
The whole
I
time
was
I was laughing.
I'm laughing
All right.
with a face full of. It was essentially just 30 seconds of me going.
Somewhere I see Jordan out in California going,
For the record, Brandon tells me that when you went and paid her and pointed at you, she looked at you and burst out laughing.
nice.
Oh no.
Nice.
Okay. Wait, real quick. The last part is I'm awful, and
He's
she
getting pissed.
stops mid
No.
her thing and rears back, and she looks at me. She goes, "Are you retarded or something?"
I didn't know that.
I go, "No, I'm just really having a hard first time," and just continue to laugh. and-
Kyle's by the camera. He's like beat red right now.
The best part about that, the best
It
part
was
about
awful.
that is while this is going on, Chris, who had also apparently never been to a strip club
Oh my
before,
God, I forgot
found
about
it so
Chris.
funny, he takes out his phone and tries to start recording it. He's like, and filming it in
God.
like a second. There was like
Bubbles
this
the
huge
bouncers
dude. He was like, he ripped the phone right out of his hands. And he's like, delete this, and he deleted it. And Chris was like,
I just wish those bouncers were everywhere.
yeah,
Absolutely.
dude, it was
That'd be
like
great.
instant. Chris is like, this thing, but oh God, no.
You know, I've actually seen a more violent reaction to a cell phone than that is in Amsterdam, in the red light district, where like tourists come and they like want to videotape the prostitutes in the windows. They come out and they will like rip the thing out of your hands and throw it in the canal.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
it's
that
off
was my
limits.
first. That was my first glitter.
It was
covered,
good. That was the last
suffocating,
time
sweaty
that was the
experience.
last time I've been to a strip club.
I want to have a delicate conversation here, and if anybody wants to own up to it, I can. So there's a guy, and if he wants to come out here and talk about it, there's a guy that works for us that was dating a stripper, and then there was a group of guys that went out, and there was the question arose if she was working, is it poor etiquette to get a lap dance from a stripper that one of your friends is dating?
It's
Yes.
absolutely poor etiquette.
That
It is poor etiquette,
pretty
right?
Absolutely.
That is
That's
fucking
low.
tacky.
That's low.
Yes.
That's
You
tacky.
cannot do that.
Yeah, the question
That's like
came
that's
up.
like man code.
That's yeah. No,
I
that's
totally
terrible.
agree.
No, that's really shitty.
I totally agree. Okay. I just had to ask the question.
No, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If
Moving on,
I were
#titties.
to be in that situation, I would have and may have paid hundreds of dollars to go to the back room to avoid said person.
and I would have definitely
Serious.
avoided eye contact.
It was like right as the person came out, someone else was like, "Oh, want a lap dance? It's X amount of money for the back room." And I was like, "Yes, see ya."
Bye.
Yup.
I'm not going to be here for that.
And run.
Yup, that's exactly what it was. Maybe if it happened,
Twitter's calling
but it didn't.
Twitter's calling that the most important bro code of all.
Yeah, that's
It's
up
true.
there.
Dark chocolate.
I agree.
That broke.
I agree.
Dark chocolate.
it was someone dating
okay, I
dark
admit it.
chocolate.
I'm dating dark chocolate. I'm really upset with Miles about it. I'm really upset.
Dude, that was a
about it.
long time ago. That was like a year. That was over
We
a
need to
year
go
ago.
out. We need to go get drunk
God
again.
damn. That
All
was
right,
like
well,
last
let's
My
start
only
now.
hope is that dark chocolate spells her name with like a Q-U-E. It's dark.
You know
Dark
he does.
chocolate.
Just a Q, no UE.
Hold on, wait. Miles put the Q in the chocolate. Did you hear that? You got a dark chocolate.
smother you in my
Dude, seriously, you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
All right, here. Let me. I can't believe I'm going to segue into this. Let me read
Interested in
Someone
dark
paid
chocolate?
good money for what's about to happen.
Where's my bean filter?
I want to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Shutterstock.com. With
Got him.
Fucking got him. I had an interesting Halloween just about every year I was in college. Like I talked about making out with the Navi
Yeah.
a couple podcasts ago. My first Halloween was good. My second Halloween was horrible in the best way ever.
Okay.
It was probably the most eventful night of my life. There was romance and backstabbing and like shitloads of alcohol, like really bad amount of alcohol. But we were at I was at a party with a bunch of my friends. A few of my friends had come in from San Antonio. I will call him Don. That's the name.
Shout out to Don.
Shout out to Don. So
his real name's not Dan or anything, is it? Like you didn't just change one.
Donald.
down.
Sorry,
We'll call
Donald.
him Dunn.
Dan.
So me and my buddy Don, he's a really tall, like Viking-looking dude with like a pretty awesome beard.
Okay.
He went as the brawny guy, so he wore a
Oh, that's
plaid
cool,
all
yeah.
tucked in, and he just walked around with paper towels all night. And then I came up with something at the last minute. I went as Philip J. Fry, so I just had to go get like a red jacket and then spray paint. Well,
What's funny is you said the brawny guy, and I was like, oh, I could kind of see you as the brawny guy.
now
And
back then I didn't have a beard.
And then you
Really?
said Fry, and you've got like that hair popping up.
I'm
and
the
I was like,
brawny
I could-
Fry.
I can see Fry
He
as
has
well.
the hair flip thing.
I have the swoosh. My hair just does the swoosh. So yeah, I went as Philip J. Fry, and we went there. We got hammered. We're having a good time. I don't party a lot. I didn't go to a lot of parties. I was like, let's stay in and play Mario Party.
It's your kind of party.
That's my kind of party.
Let's play till we get the blister.
Oh God, fuck that, dude.
Party.
Is that Mario Party? Anyways,
It was Mario Party
anyways.
1.
Mario Party 1. Okay.
Fucking hated that game.
So
Blister my hand.
we're having a good time. It was crazy shit went down. I'm out in the backyard talking with a few of my friends. I'm going back inside, and that's when this girl comes out. She says, guys, the police are here. And I froze because I'd never been to a party that had been busted by the cops before. And in my mind was
Just say you've never been to a party.
Shut up. I imagine every like teen movie that I had ever seen ever, where it's like the fucking guys come in with German shepherds and shit, like everybody's going to prison, everybody's getting arrested, and like kids are running and jumping out of windows.
Why do they sound like that?
I don't know. Teen movies are terrible. So my first thought was like, I stopped dead. I turned around. I was like, Don, we got to get the fuck out of here, because I'm really drunk and I'm like, this is bad. I can't. This can't happen. I can't be arrested. And my buddy's like, who's also drunk, is like, that sounds like a great idea, Miles. What are we gonna do? So we're looking around for like an exit in this backyard, and we noticed that if we could go up on, it was all surrounded by a really tall like wooden fence, but if we went up on like the porch, we could hop over into the neighbor's backyard. So like, guys, over the fence, let's go. Me and Don were the only people to go. All my other sober friends were like, bye. We jump over.
Crazy Don.
These two other freshmen that had gone to the party who just like were completely panicked and just didn't know what to do. Were like, these guys seem to know their shit, so they followed us. So it was myself, my buddy Don, and then this one guy who was dressed as like Buzz Lightyear, and then someone who's the cowgirl from Toy Story 2?
Jesse.
Buzz Lightyear and Jesse follow us. So we jump into the neighbor's backyard. We can see all like the blue and red lights on the other side of the fence, and we're fucking terrified. Like, okay, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna get out of here. All right, what's the game plan? I'm like, Don, look over the fence, see how many there are. He's like, all right, I got it. He's a really tall dude. So he goes over the fence and he puts his hands up and he pulls himself just right over the edge, and then the whole thing snaps and the fence falls forward and all these lights are just on us. I just go, run! So we just start sprinting, and fortunately the neighbor's backyard was connected to like all these woods and shit. So we're just sprinting through the woods. So Philip J. Fry, the brawny man, Buzz Lightyear, and Jessie the cowgirl are just hauling ass through the dark woods at night. We finally run far enough to where we think we're kind of safe. I'm like, guys, all right, everybody calm down, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fine. When I get drunk and there's like a air quotes serious situation, I become like alpha male, like I got this.
You're like in control, Miles.
Yeah, I become in control Miles, like I'm in the zone, the really drunken, intoxicated zone. It's like, all right guys, everything's gonna be fine. Let's silence our cell phones. And like the freshmen were like, that's genius. This guy knows what he's doing. Older kids, yeah. Silence our cell phones. I'm like, all right.
How old were you? Like 6 months older than these kids?
Yeah, I was like 6 months older than these
The
guys.
cops are gonna hear your cell phone.
Shut the fuck up. This was a real life situation, okay? Lives were on the line.
They're just,
So
like,
I was like,
sneaking through the
everybody,
forest listening
everybody,
for rings.
silence your cell phones. Everybody silences their cell phones. And we went down into this riverbed that was like dried up down in this ravine. Like we're hiking through like continents and shit, just on this jungle excursion. And I'll never, ever, ever in my life forget, we're walking through, we're still all dead quiet. All you can hear are crickets. And the guy, I was helping the kid down like into the ravine.
The kid.
The guy just as
Buzz
Buzz
Lightyear.
Lightyear. And he goes, hey man, I just wanted to say thanks, man. I can't, like I have scholarships, I can't get arrested, man. And I shit you not, I go, what's your name, dude? And he goes, Johnny. I go, Johnny, I'm gonna get you out of here. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I patted him on the back. And this kid was probably like, thanks, dude. But in my mind, I was like, it's gonna be okay. And like triumphant horns were playing and shit. And we got all out of there. We made it to some like playground in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere and parted ways. We all went home, me and Don went back to my apartment at the time. We're sitting there drunkenly eating pizza, just mulling over the events of the night. And we're really concerned. We're like, man, I can't believe that we just left our friends behind like that. That was really fucked up of us. I feel really bad about this. We should call him. We should really call him. He's like, yeah, dude, yeah. So we start calling our friends. We're like, hey, man, are you okay? Are you all right? And my friend's like, what? Is everything okay? I know the cops come. Hold on 1 second. I'm at the party. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, it was just a noise complaint. It's totally fine. And it was like, this was like 5 miles away. We had run out of the party through the woods to someplace we didn't know and then walked all the way back to my apartment.
You
And
broke someone's fence
I broke someone's
because the party was
I never
loud.
even thought about that.
Like,
I was
like-
thinking of the
like
cool
the person, that person woke up the next morning, came out, and was like, well, fuck. I'm not even the one who called the cops, but there's my fucking fence split in
That's
half.
moral of the story. Don't call the police on a really loud party. That
They
sounds
might
like
not
it's a lot
even
of
have
fun.
been the one.
Yeah, otherwise your neighbors are gonna get, they're gonna have broken fences and stuff. So don't call.
As a
the cops.
homeowner, that's the first thing I thought was these assholes broke
Broke your
the
fence.
neighbor's fence who's doing nothing.
Yeah, that was the end of a very long and interesting night. But that was
That's only
that-
like the ice. The
that
tip
was the
of the
ice,
iceberg.
that was the icing on the cake. But yeah, everything else I'd have to be way more drunk to talk about.
Oh, God.
Have another beer,
Did you make out with Buzz Lightyear?
Oh God.
I mean, Don.
Gross.
God damn it! I needed.
If only Don was here with his briny paper towels to help you clean up.
Oh my God! The beer burns my nose. God damn it! So, junior year of college, I had recently broken up with a pretty long-term girlfriend, and we were trying to do that thing where it's like, oh, we'll still be friends. Which, yeah, kind of
No.
works.
Is this the one that
it was-
picked
it
the
was-
scout outfit?
No, this is not the girl with the scout outfit. She invited me to her 21st birthday, and I was like, trying to be nice, like, sure, yeah, I'll go. I didn't want to go. It was at her new boyfriend's house. I did not want to go.
Yeah, I
I
would
don't
not
like
go to that.
parties in the first place
Why did
very
you go?
much.
This is
That's-
stupid.
that's-
because
terrible.
I'm just awkward.
You're a giant pussy.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
So I go to the party with a few friends. I have a miserable time.
The whole time, you know, she's with him and they're having a fantastic time. Her best friend made her like this beautiful cake. And
Do you have a new girlfriend yet by this point? Like
Yeah.
when you go to this party?
no, I did not.
Okay.
She was winning the ex-girlfriend battle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why she invited
Sucks.
you.
It
She was slapping her giant girl dick all over you.
I didn't realize that at the time, I guess.
That's totally what that was.
I
Okay,
just
go
wanted
ahead.
to
But
clear
the
this up,
night
that wasn't me.
ended well. The night
Did
ended
you
well.
realize it when you
Okay.
felt it?
Her best friend made a homemade cake for her. It was a really beautiful cake. You know, she was all happy, and I'm in the back, you know, drinking lots and being curmudgeon about the whole thing. I finally found a time where I felt like, okay, I've been here for an appropriate amount of time. I can leave without anybody giving me shit. Okay, let's go. My friend Adam and I had to drive a bunch of our drunk friends home. And Kyle was one of them. Our floor manager Kyle was one of them. So
Really responsible guy.
the last guy that we had to get home was my old roommate Shay. And Shay loves parties. He has a great time at parties, and it's fun to watch him at parties because typically he's the guy that says, "I know my limit," and he has no fucking idea what his limit is. So I tell him, "Hey, dude, we're gonna go ahead and drive you home now. Come on in the car." He goes, "Okay, hold on. I have to run to the bathroom and I gotta grab something. I'll be right back." I'm like, "Okay, it's been a really long night. Tonight has been miserable. I've had to watch happiness be taken from me and then shoved in my face. Whatever." I get in the car. I'm really bitter. I'm really angry. Shay comes sprinting out of the house with something just smuggled. He looks like a hunchback, like he's covering something with his jacket. He dives in the car, goes, "Go, we gotta go, we gotta go." We take off. "Dude, what's going on?" He moves his cloak type, you know, his jacket.
He's Batman.
He stole the cake. He took her 21st birthday cake that her best friend made for her. I'm like, "Why did you do that?" "It was a good cake." So he took the cake. My miserable night has done a complete 180. I'm now having the greatest night I've had in a long time because my drunk idiot friend stole my ex-girlfriend's handmade birthday cake. So we're laughing. Adam's like, "Don't spill in my car." We're having a great time. We're driving home. Near the UT campus is a place called Ken's Donuts.
Yes.
It is a 24-hour donut shop.
So good.
It's fantastic. It's a little shady. They only accept cash,
Yeah,
but
it's so good.
screw it. It's like
Yeah.
50 cents for a donut. We mentioned Ken's Donuts, and all of a sudden, like passed out, Trey goes, "Oh my God, I have an idea. We need to go to Ken's Donuts." "Well, why is that?" "Well, I can buy donuts with this cake." Everybody stops. Like, we've been having conversation. Everybody stops. "I'm sorry, what was that, Shay?" "Well, you know, like, I got this cake, and they got these donuts, so we could get donuts with this cake." "Shay, that is a half-eaten cake." "Yeah, it is." "How many donuts do you think we could get with that cake?" He stops and seriously stares for like a good 30 seconds.
So he's like picturing donuts.
Yeah,
and
no,
cake at this point.
like he's smiling, like, "Oh, I could get cake." And then we ask him how many. He goes, contemplates. "If I were to guess, I would say approximately 6 dozen." "So we can get 6 dozen for a half-eaten birthday cake?" "At least." He's so full of himself. He's so confident we can get donuts. Adam's like, "All right, so we're going to Ken's Donuts." We pull in. The poor old Indian guy there's like, "Hey, welcome to Ken's Donuts. How you doing?" He slams down the table. "So, let's make this happen." We're dying. Just like, "Oh no, he's gonna get himself arrested or something." The guy's like, "Let's make what happen?" "You know what? I'm sorry." I'm sorry. And the guy's looking at us, and we just can't make eye contact because we're laughing so hard.
I can't believe you guys are going along with this the whole time.
Are you? Would you not? I had to see this through.
No, like just strap a GoPro onto him
point.
and just let him go.
So he goes, "Listen, I have sweets. You sell sweets. I think we know what's going on here." The guy seriously, like, "I seriously don't know." He slams the table. "Are you gonna buy my cake or aren't you? Give me donuts." At that point, the guy started to get annoyed and go for the phone, so we had to drag him out of there. And for the rest of the night, he was just sulking. Just, "It could have been, man. 6 dozen. You don't understand."
Did you take the cake back with
He
you?
took the
Yeah,
cake with
okay,
him,
good.
and it stayed on his counter for weeks until it went bad. I was so mad at him, but we ruined his dream that night. But he completely made my
So
night.
it's gonna happen.
Nobody got donuts.
Nobody. Oh no, I mean I bought donuts. I'm not gonna go to Ken's Donuts and not buy donuts.
I will say this. I don't think you have anything to be worried about because she didn't even want to dispose of that mouse you found.
Oh my God, that they named Henry.
I know when you told me that it had a name, I was like, oh, you're fucked.
Oh,
Where
my
is
God.
that mouse now?
Oh no, she released it into the woods. She
Oh,
released it
okay.
in the woods outside our apartment. We found a mouse in
That thing's just gonna come back.
We found a mouse in our apartment, and I'll admit it was an adorable creature. It was like the size of like 2 dimes on top of each other. It was very tiny.
2 dimes.
Why do girls love animals so much, Barbara?
I don't.
Because they like dudes.
Well, you have a
we
will
are
clock,
just
that's right.
disgusting animals. You know that, right?
No way,
That's
I'm
true,
a
that's a good point.
classy guy.
Not me.
I'm not
I
a
am
me. I'm
filthy.
fucking classy as shit.
I've never been an animal person.
Did you see what I pulled out of my ear? I'm disgusting. I am just like dead skin and wax being held together. So you found.
found a mouse.
What made you think you had a mouse? Did you like hear
My
it?
my roommate Mike saw it. One day he was up late and this thing just scurries across the room. And we had been gone that weekend, and we came home, and he was like, "Hey guys, I'm pretty sure we have a mouse." And we're like, "We don't have a mouse. This is a new apartment. We don't have a mouse." He's like, "I think I saw a scurrying thing." We're like, "We don't have a mouse, Mike." And my buddy Doyle gave him shit the whole time, like, "Oh, you're crazy." And then one night, Doyle sees the mouse run across. He's like, "Guys, Mike isn't crazy. We should stop giving him shit. We should get some things to get rid of a mouse." So they made a mouse trap, which was
They
a bucket.
made a
they
mouse
made
trap?
a mouse
Fucking
trap.
board
They
game?
came home. They came home one day.
They fucking set it up.
Aaron and I are watching Sword Art Online. They were kind of, well, Doyle was kind of drunk. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. They come home, they kick in the door, they're like, "We're gonna catch a fucking mouse." They had drawn up a plan. I'll show you the picture. They drew up on a piece of paper. It was "Mouse Trap" by Steven and Mike.
Was Nathan Lane there?
No,
Why,
Lane wasn't
why
there.
are you saying it in that voice? None
What?
of your roommates sound like
What?
that. Mousetrap.
Mousetrap. That's how like
That's
when they
the dramatic plan
Yeah,
voice.
this is a plan.
Yeah.
Anyways, they wrote it up and there was a shitty drawing of a box with a mouse inside saying, "God, why have you forsaken me?" Essentially, their plan was, they looked online. You get a 5-gallon jug, and then you get some sort of ramp, whether it be like a ruler or something like that. You attach that to the lid of the bucket. Okay. Then you drill 2 holes in the bucket. Take a clothes hanger. There's less steps to this. Then you take a soda can, drill 2 holes in that. You put the soda can, you take the clothes hanger, you put the clothes hanger through the soda can like a shish kebab. Then you put the 2 ends of the clothes hanger through the holes on the bucket. So now you have this cylinder just floating in the middle of a pit, essentially. Cover the soda can with peanut butter. How it's supposed to work is mouse runs up the ruler, smells the peanut butter, tries to cross the clothes hanger, gets to the peanut butter. As soon as it stands on, the cylinder of the Coke can spins and they fall into the bucket. That fucking contraption was in my living room for about like a week and a half. My roommate Mike came home one night and fell into it. My other roommate, my other roommate,
was like, "Man,
well, no,
I'm
no,
gonna
my,
go get
Doyle,
peanut
Doyle was,
butter." Yeah, I've got
Doyle
this
was supposed to
cracker.
get a small
Climb up a ruler
5-gallon.
and everything?
Doyle was supposed to.
Foiled again.
He's like, "I built this thing, goddammit."
Doyle was supposed to get like a small 5-gallon bucket. He got like some huge like square moving box thing. So he Mike almost like falls into it. And then Doyle, 5 minutes after we put it up, started licking the peanut butter off of the soda can. So it worked better on my roommates. But that was in my living room for like a week and a half. And it didn't work. What got it was a fucking Swiffer. One night, Doyle comes home. He's having a beer or something, and the thing scurries across our living room and into our closet. And I'm in my room asleep. Girlfriend's wearing headphones playing Minecraft. My other roommate's asleep. He's just looking at the closet, and he's like, "I have it cornered." So he just starts going, "Mike, Mike!" He does not want to leave because he's like, if I leave, it will move and everyone will think I'm fucking insane. So he's staring at the door, "Mike! Mike!" He opens the closet, doesn't see it. He grabs a Swiffer out of the closet. "Mike!" Nobody's coming. So he reaches with the Swiffer down the hall and starts banging on our door like, "Somebody please come help me." Erin finally hears it. She comes outside. The mouse is in there. They start pulling everything out. It finally comes down to like one shoebox is in the back corner of it. They're like, "This is it." Move the shoebox. Sure enough, Henry, the little fucking mouse, is right there like, "Oh, fuck me." He runs out. He takes the Swiffer and tries to stab it. My girlfriend's like, "Don't kill it. Don't kill it." I wake up like, what the fuck's going on? I go out and Steven's just stabbing the ground with a Swiffer. They finally capture it. They throw it in the box. "Oh, we got it. Oh my God, it's there." It's this little tiny thing. It was jumping like crazy, running around, shitting itself. And then like,
Running around shit.
it was. It was leaving these little brown speckles all over the thing. It finally calms down. I'm like, "Finally, we got it." And then Erin goes, "We should give it a name." Doyle, "How about Henry?" Me, no, we have to
Yeah.
get rid of it right now.
Once you
And then-
name it, you're fucked.
Yeah, I know. She wanted to keep it for a day, and then she's like, "What if we had left it?" No, we
if
got to
you got
get rid
in
of
a
it.
cage?
You know what
and
else
some
works? A
food?
fucking mouse trap.
She would have, no. She was like, "We can't kill it. It has to be humane."
It doesn't kill them, does it?
It can absolutely
can.
kill them. It
Dude.
can with the size of the
Miles,
2 dimes,
Miles,
Mike.
there's a
2 dimes.
50-50 chance. Either it's gonna be killed or it's not. Okay?
She didn't like those
Throw
odds.
it up in the air, man.
And then what's great was she tweeted about like, "We finally set the mouse free," and then everybody bombarded her with that video of that dude that releases a mouse that is immediately swooped up by a hawk and eaten.
Yeah, that mouse is dead right now.
That is probably dead.
Yeah.
Henry's
God,
dead. Sorry.
no.
You probably died a much more gruesome death than if you had just killed it with
Yeah.
a
How
mouse.
about we
trap.
all sleep tonight, knowing that
Rest
Henry
in
could be
peace,
out there
Henry.
somewhere cold and alone, or rotting in some
She
sort
didn't,
of
no,
bird
she didn't want to
stomach.
release it at night. She was like, what if it has like family and it can't find its family? What the? Just get rid of the mouse.
I
It was a
don't
cute
think the
mouse, though.
is
It was a cute
looking for
mouse.
his family.